7 crucial signs your breakthrough is near. Spiritual wisdom. As Helen Keller once said, when one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. In today's video on spiritual wisdom, we're diving into the 7 crucial signs that show your breakthrough is near. These signs, while subtle, hold the power to transform your life in profound ways. As you listen, reflect on whether you've noticed these shifts in your own journey. Are you on the edge of something great? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's inspire each other toward growth and new beginnings. 1. Challenges come, one after the other. When it feels like life is throwing one challenge after another your way, it's easy to wonder if the universe is testing your limits. But what if those challenges are not meant to defeat you, but are, in fact, signs that a breakthrough is imminent? In moments when obstacles seem insurmountable, it's not uncommon to question why everything feels so difficult. Yet, this is precisely when you should remind yourself that adversity often signals transformation. The trials you're facing aren't arbitrary. They serve a purpose. The universe uses these moments of difficulty to mold you into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Just as intense heat is necessary to transform raw metal into refined steel, your spirit is being fortified through these challenges. These experiences are sharpening your abilities, nurturing your wisdom, and preparing you for the significant shift that's on the horizon. The more intense the test, the greater the transformation to come. This is the rhythm of life. Adversity before breakthrough, just as the darkest hour always precedes the dawn. In our fast-moving, high-pressure world, it's easy to feel like setbacks are signs that you're failing. But nothing could be further from the truth. These obstacles are not here to hold you back. They are setting the stage for your growth. They are pushing you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to evolve, and challenging you to unlock new levels of potential you may not have known existed. This period of difficulty is not meant to crush you, but to elevate you. Think of it as a spiritual refinement process, where each challenge strips away the old layers of doubt, fear, and limitation, revealing a stronger, clearer, and more focused version of yourself. It's important to realize that this isn't just about getting through hard times. It's about becoming better because of them. When you face setbacks, they offer opportunities for reflection, spiritual development, and inner transformation. The universe isn't trying to push you down. Rather, it's guiding you toward your highest potential. What you're experiencing now is like the final push before a major breakthrough. You're closer than you think, and the persistence of these challenges is evidence that you're on the verge of something great. Remember, the universe works in cycles. Just as the seasons change and the sun rises after every night, your life is following a natural pattern. The difficulties you face are a sign that things are shifting in your favor, even if you can't see it yet. Don't lose faith when life feels overwhelming. These moments are crucial turning points that will lead you to new opportunities, greater clarity, and a deeper sense of purpose. So, when it feels like everything is falling apart, it's actually coming together in ways you can't yet understand. Now is not the time to give in to fear or doubt. Instead, lean into your spiritual strength and trust that the universe is preparing you for something extraordinary. The breakthrough is closer than you realize, and soon the light will shine through. If you've ever experienced a challenging period that led to significant personal growth, or if you're currently navigating such a time, share your story. You never know who might be inspired by your journey. And if you're holding on to hope, leave a comment with breakthrough to remind yourself and others that transformation is near. 2. A breakthrough will often come when you least expect it. One of the most powerful aspects of experiencing a breakthrough is that it often arrives at the most unexpected times, right when you feel you've exhausted all your energy and seen no visible results. After what can feel like an endless stretch of striving with little reward, progress suddenly appears, almost as if the universe was waiting for the precise moment to align everything in your favor. This seemingly random timing reveals a profound truth. Breakthroughs are rarely about immediate outcomes, but rather about the unseen growth that happens beneath the surface. They are the culmination of persistence, trust, and inner resilience, often building momentum when you feel the most discouraged. It's during these quiet, frustrating periods when forward motion seems impossible that your spirit is being strengthened. The struggles you faced aren't wasted. They serve a purpose in shaping your character and refining your vision. It's easy to lose hope when you're working in a world that seems to demand instant results. But true spiritual growth often happens in the hidden moments, where patience is key. The trials that challenge you are not obstacles meant to deter you, but instead are part of the process, chiseling you into the person who is ready to receive the breakthrough. Consider the growth of bamboo as a metaphor. It spends years developing strong roots beneath the ground before it suddenly shoots up, growing exponentially in a short period of time. This is how breakthroughs manifest. They require the steady cultivation of unseen groundwork before they bloom into visible success. Your breakthrough is not far off. It's developing in the areas you cannot yet see, which is why it's crucial to keep nurturing your dreams with unwavering faith, even when progress seems absent. In today's fast-paced world, distractions and setbacks often feel overwhelming, and it's tempting to lose hope in the face of adversity. Yet, it's precisely in those moments of doubt that your breakthrough is ripening. Remember, every meaningful achievement is preceded by challenges that test your resolve. The spiritual journey is not about evading hardship, but about embracing it, recognizing that these trials are what forge your success. The universe is always working behind the scenes, even when there's no immediate evidence to suggest it. Trust that everything is unfolding in its rightful time. The delays you face aren't detours. They are divine preparation, setting you up for the success that lies ahead. The breakthrough you're yearning for will arrive when you are truly ready, not just on the outside, but internally, where your spirit and mindset align with the magnitude of what's coming. As you stay the course, keep your heart open to the subtle changes around you and cultivate gratitude for the lessons learned along the way. You'll find that persistence, guided by spiritual insight, will open doors when the timing is perfect. As we continue to reflect on the nature of breakthroughs and divine timing, let's affirm our trust in this process. Your presence here is a testament to your dedication to growth and resilience. Take a moment to reaffirm this trust. Leave a comment saying, "I trust in the divine timing of my breakthrough," as a reminder of your faith. Let's continue to nurture our dreams with patience and the understanding that the universe is always working in our favor. guiding us toward the success we are destined for. 3. You feel like being pushed to the edge. When it feels like you're standing at the edge, overwhelmed and burdened by the weight of everything coming at you, know that this is one of the clearest signs a major breakthrough is just around the corner. The moments when you're stretched to your limits, when life seems to be testing you, are not random. They are the universe's way of preparing you for something far greater than you could imagine. Think of it like the tension in a bowstring pulled back, tight, and on the verge of release. The pressure isn't meant to crush you, but to propel you forward, to release a surge of energy and creativity that will take you to new heights. Much like a diamond that only forms under extreme pressure, your personal transformation is happening through the very challenges you're enduring. You may feel like you're at the breaking point, but in reality, you're being shaped into something stronger, something more resilient, something capable of handling what's coming next. Take, for example, the journey of many successful individuals. They've often faced crushing failures, financial hardships, and moments of deep doubt where giving up seemed like the only option. These challenges piled on like layers of pressure. Yet, instead of collapsing under the weight, they pushed through, drawing invaluable lessons from each setback. They discovered that these obstacles weren't meant to deter them, but to prepare them. In each difficult moment, they were like that archer with a taut bowstring feeling the strain, but also building the momentum that would soon catapult them toward their goals. And when that release came, it wasn't just about success in their field. It was about the realization that the struggles were necessary. It was those very moments of tension that helped them discover their true passion, their purpose, and their deepest sense of self. Their breakthrough wasn't just external, it was an internal awakening. Think about your own life. Have you ever noticed that right before a significant change, everything seems to get harder? It's as though life is asking you, how much do you really want this? This is the universe testing your determination, your resilience, your commitment to your goals. The pressure you feel in these moments is not a sign to stop. It's a sign to keep going, to lean into it. Many people give up when the tension becomes too much, but those who don't, who persevere, are the ones who experience the most profound breakthroughs. The pressure is shaping you, transforming you, and preparing you for what's to come. You need to ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? What is this pressure trying to reveal? When you shift your mindset from seeing these challenges as barriers and start seeing them as stepping stones, everything changes. Every struggle becomes a lesson, and every setback becomes a setup for your next leap forward. So, the next time you feel like you're at your breaking point, remember that you're not. This is the universe pushing you, yes, but not toward failure. It's pushing you toward growth, toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Your spiritual awakening isn't just about finding peace or enlightenment. It's about the journey of growth, of becoming your best self, of uncovering your true potential. The breakthrough you're about to experience is being forged in the pressure you're feeling right now. Every challenge, every hardship, every moment of doubt is playing a crucial role in preparing you for what's next. Trust the process. The edge you're standing on isn't the end. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. Embrace the pressure because it's shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more empowered version of yourself. Your breakthrough is near. And when it comes, you'll look back and realize that every struggle, every moment of tension, every time you thought you couldn't keep going was essential. It was all leading you to this moment, to this transformation. If you're ready to embrace the challenges and trust that they're leading you to something greater, leave a comment saying, "I trust the process." This is your moment. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, and your journey of awakening is just beginning. 4. There is no evidence to hold on to. Picture this. You've embarked on a long and arduous journey. You've poured your time, energy, and soul into reaching your goal. Yet, just as you begin to sense the finish line ahead, everything seems to come to a halt. The signs of progress vanish, the forward momentum slows, and you're left in a quiet, uncertain stillness. It's unsettling, isn't it? But here's what you need to know. This moment, the one filled with doubt and silence, is actually a pivotal point in your journey. It's the stillness before a monumental shift, the pause before the universe finally delivers everything you've been working toward. This period of apparent inactivity is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Just as a seed takes root in the dark soil before it ever breaks through to the surface, your breakthrough is quietly taking shape beneath the surface. The transformation happening might be invisible to the eye, but it's powerful. Ralph Waldo Emerson captured it best when he said, "Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience." In these moments, patience is your greatest ally. You are being tested not on your ability to keep working, but on your faith that your efforts are accumulating even if you can't yet see the results. The lack of visible progress often creates doubt, but it's crucial to understand that this isn't a sign of failure or misdirection. Rather, it's the universe's way of orchestrating events in the background, aligning circumstances, opportunities, and people that will soon come together to create your breakthrough. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each setback moved him closer to success. Likewise, this period of apparent stillness is part of your process. It's not an ending, but rather a pause that prepares the way for your ultimate success. It's during these quiet moments, when nothing seems to be happening, that the universe is asking you, how committed are you? How badly do you want this? It's easy to lose faith when there's no visible progress, but this is where your resilience is tested. This is not a passive waiting game. It's an active state of holding on to your belief, reaffirming your commitment, and maintaining the positive energy that attracted your vision in the first place. Now is the time to reconnect with your purpose, to remind yourself why you began this journey, and to trust that each step you've taken has brought you closer to your goal. Consider some of the greatest achievements in history. Many of them came to fruition right after a period of doubt, when it seemed like all progress had stalled. The absence of evidence doesn't mean your dream is slipping away. It often signals that you are on the verge of your breakthrough. Every doubt you face, every moment of frustration, and even every setback is part of the bigger picture that's bringing your vision to life. Instead of seeing this lull as a reason to stop, recognize it as a clear sign that you're on the cusp of something extraordinary. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, and when it arrives, it will have been worth every moment of uncertainty, every drop of effort, and every ounce of faith you've had to hold on to. The universe is aligning everything in your favor, and soon you will see the fruits of your labor. So, ask yourself, are you ready to receive what you've been working toward? Comment, I'm ready, to affirm your belief in the process, or share your thoughts if you see things differently. Regardless of how you feel right now, know this: your breakthrough is coming. Keep the faith, because the best is yet to unfold. 5. Harmful things and people leave your life. One of the most telling signs that your breakthrough is approaching is when certain aspects of your life, be it relationships, habits, or situations, begin to naturally fall away. This isn't mere coincidence. It's the universe subtly rearranging things to make room for something greater. When these familiar elements disappear, it's not just empty space they leave behind. That space holds potential, an opening for positive energy, new experiences, and growth to flow in. As Eckhart Tolle wisely pointed out, sometimes letting things go is an act of far greater power than defending or hanging on. So what if, by releasing these attachments, you're clearing the way for your deepest desires to manifest? Manifestation isn't just about attracting what you want. It's equally about releasing what no longer serves you. The path forward requires aligning your thoughts, actions, and intentions with the future you're working toward. Along the way, you'll notice old patterns dissolving, toxic relationships fading, and unproductive behaviors slipping away. Though these changes might feel unsettling, they are crucial. They signify that you are shedding what has been holding you back, preparing yourself for personal evolution. The real question is, are you willing to release the comfort of the known, even if it's standing in the way of your growth? Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever found yourself clinging to people or circumstances that no longer nourish your well-being? Holding on to them can block the very things you're striving to attract. When you choose to let go of what no longer aligns with your higher purpose, you make room for new opportunities and experiences. Yes, change can be uncomfortable, sometimes even painful, but this discomfort is a natural part of growth. Carl Jung captured this well when he said, "What you resist persists." Imagine what could unfold if, instead of resisting, you embrace these changes with an open heart. As you release what no longer serves you, you'll notice a shift within yourself. Your mind feels clearer, your energy more focused, and your spirit more at peace. This is a sign that the universe is responding to your readiness for something bigger and better. It's as if the clouds have parted, revealing the path ahead. But with clarity comes responsibility. Are you ready to step forward into this new chapter with boldness and confidence? Will you fill this newfound space with the energy and actions needed to manifest your deepest dreams? Pay attention to the shifts happening in your life. Perhaps you're finding it easier to let go of things that drain your energy. Or maybe you're being naturally drawn toward activities and people that align with your true self. These are not random events. They are signs of growth and progress. Growth requires leaving parts of your past behind, not as a loss, but as a way to make space for the new. It's essential to understand that every person who exits, every habit you release, is a signal that you're getting closer to your breakthrough. During this period of transition, stay focused on your ultimate vision. Keep your eyes on what you're striving for, and allow anything that doesn't support that vision to fall away. As you do, you'll start to see new opportunities appearing often in ways you didn't anticipate. This is the universe's way of rewarding your willingness to let go and trust the process. As you move forward, grounding yourself in practices like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature can help you remain centered. Reflect on the progress you've already made and how much you've transformed along the way. This reflection not only strengthens your belief in the journey, but also reinforces that you're on the right path. Remember, the road ahead may still hold challenges, but each obstacle presents a new chance to grow. Trust in the unfolding of the process and remain open to the possibilities that await. Ask yourself, now that you've cleared space in your life, what new possibilities might emerge? How will you use this newfound freedom to shape the life you've always envisioned? Ultimately, the act of letting go is one of the most powerful steps in manifesting your dreams. It requires trust in yourself and trust that the universe is guiding you towards something better, even when the process feels uncertain. Keep your focus, nurture your vision, and watch as your breakthrough begins to take form before your very eyes. If this resonates with you, consider subscribing and joining this journey of transformation, because each step forward brings you closer to the life you've been waiting for. 6. An increase in spiritual warfare. When you're on the verge of a major breakthrough, one of the most telling signs is an increase in spiritual resistance, or what is often referred to as spiritual warfare. This doesn't mean you're heading in the wrong direction. On the contrary, it's an indication that you're approaching a pivotal moment in your journey. As you're about to step into something transformative, challenges tend to intensify. It's almost as if the universe is testing your resilience and determination to see if you're truly ready for what's coming. These obstacles often take the form of sudden doubts, unexpected fears, or unforeseen difficulties. They can shake your confidence and make you question your path. But it's important to remember that these challenges are not meant to stop you. They are here to strengthen you. Consider someone working towards a big personal or professional goal. Just when they're on the cusp of achieving it, everything seems to fall apart. Their plans face delays, unexpected issues arise, and their confidence starts to erode. It can feel like the entire world is conspiring against their success. But this is precisely the moment when the greatest breakthroughs occur. Instead of allowing the external chaos to defeat them, they choose to turn inward, deepening their spiritual practices, honing their focus, and solidifying their belief in themselves and their vision. By pushing through this storm, they not only emerge victorious, but also experience a life-changing breakthrough that elevates them to a new level of personal and spiritual growth. The most important thing to understand is that when the resistance feels the strongest, when it seems like everything is working against you, that's often when you're closest to your breakthrough. Rather than seeing these challenges as roadblocks, recognize them as part of the process. They are opportunities to refine your spiritual strength, fortify your mindset, and prove to yourself just how committed you are to achieving your goal. The universe is preparing you for the transformation that lies ahead. Stay grounded in your faith, trust the process, and continue to move forward despite the obstacles. Your breakthrough is near. And as you navigate these trials, remember that they are not there to defeat you, but to help you grow into the person capable of embracing the changes ahead. If this resonates with you, and you're feeling the intensity of these challenges right now, remind yourself that your breakthrough is on its way. Feel free to comment below with "My breakthrough is near" if you feel inspired, and let us know how we can continue supporting you on this transformative journey. Keep your eyes on the prize, stay strong, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. 7. Your emotions attempt to carry you away, but you refuse to go. As you draw nearer to a breakthrough, it's common for deep, overwhelming emotions to rise to the surface, often when you least expect it. These emotional surges are not random or trivial. They serve a profound purpose in your spiritual journey. The universe is testing your readiness for the next phase of growth, challenging you to confront and refine your inner strength. How you navigate these emotions is crucial. Instead of allowing them to derail you, consider them an opportunity to evolve. True emotional mastery isn't about suppression or avoidance. It's about developing the awareness to understand your emotions, allowing them to exist without letting them control you. This is where your power lies, in staying rooted and centered despite the storm within. In today's world, filled with constant distractions and pressures, it's all too easy for emotions to take control. Stress, anxiety, and doubt can cloud your vision and pull you off course. Yet, these moments of intense emotional turbulence are often signs that a breakthrough is close at hand. The energy building within you, though it feels overwhelming, is guiding you toward transformation. It's essential to remain calm, centered, and focused. Tools like meditation, deep breathing, journaling, or simply taking a moment to pause can help you reconnect with your true self. These practices aren't just nice-to-haves. They are essential for maintaining your alignment with your higher purpose, helping you keep a clear head and an open heart. As the energy intensifies and the emotional challenges grow more persistent, remember that these are signs of progress, not setbacks. The universe is presenting you with this turbulence as a way to ensure you're truly ready to step into the new phase of your journey. By maintaining your spiritual practices and grounding yourself in the present moment, you are affirming your readiness for the transformation that's about to unfold. Your breakthrough is closer than ever, and the emotional upheaval is a signal of its proximity. Trust in the process, stay resilient, and continue to move forward with purpose and clarity. If this resonates with you, comment "Stay grounded" below. Your engagement helps us grow together in this journey, exploring deeper spiritual practices as we move toward the breakthroughs that await. As we wrap up today's journey through the 7 crucial signs that your breakthrough is near, I encourage you to reflect on the shifts happening in your life. These challenges, emotional surges, and moments of doubt are not roadblocks, but powerful indicators of your transformation. The universe is preparing you for something extraordinary, and now is the time to trust the process and embrace these changes with faith and resilience. How have you noticed these signs in your own life? Share your experience in the comments below, and let's support each other on this path of growth. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more content to guide your personal and spiritual journey. Remember, your breakthrough is near. Chosen ones, you were the truth the whole time. They were so wrong about you. Spiritual wisdom. The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Let it loose, and it will defend itself. These powerful words remind us that truth always prevails, no matter how many lies are told. Chosen ones, you have faced moments of public humiliation, false accusations, and envy-driven attacks. But these challenges were never a reflection of who you are. They were tests to reveal your resilience, authenticity, and inner strength. The truth about you has always been there, shining brighter than the negativity that tried to tear you down. Share your journey in the comments. How did you rise above the false narratives? Let's inspire and uplift one another, because the truth will always win in the end. If this resonates, don't forget to like and share this video with someone who needs this message. Welcome to Spiritual Wisdom, where we guide you on your path of growth and transformation. 1. The truth always rises. The truth always rises, no matter how deep it's buried. And for the chosen ones, divine justice is a universal law that cannot be escaped. You were the truth the whole time, while others underestimated you, doubted you, or worked to distort your light. It was only a matter of time before their illusions crumbled. Spiritual awakening is a process that unveils not only your own power, but also exposes the intentions of those around you. God, the divine architect, has been silently at work, aligning circumstances to reveal truth and ensure justice for those who have suffered unfairly. The lies they spread, the harm they caused, and the negativity they tried to plant in your spirit were never unseen, because God sees everything, and He doesn't let darkness thrive forever. People who attempt to dim your light with falsehoods may have thought they succeeded, but divine justice always steps in when the timing is right. Like a mirror reflecting back their actions, those who conspired against you will eventually face the consequences, not because of your vengeance, but because of the spiritual law that ensures what you sow, you reap. In the modern world, we often see individuals thriving by stepping on others, spreading rumors, or sabotaging those who walk a different, more righteous path. But as chosen ones, you carry a light that disrupts darkness, a truth so powerful it makes others uncomfortable. Remember this: your trials were not punishments, but preparation, a chance to grow resilient and unwavering in your faith. Spiritual awakening doesn't just open your eyes to higher truths. It teaches you patience and trust in divine timing. Many of you have been wronged, overlooked, or betrayed, and yet you stood firm knowing that the truth would surface. That unwavering faith is your strength, and it's the reason why you are rising now. There's a deep wisdom in understanding that justice isn't always immediate, but inevitable. God works in ways we cannot see, removing the people and situations that don't align with your purpose, exposing those who need to be revealed, and clearing a path for you to walk into your destiny. What's important is that you do not let bitterness taint your journey. The weight of injustice can harden even the purest of hearts, but chosen ones are called to a higher standard. You're not here to retaliate, but to rise, and your greatest act of justice is living in alignment with your truth. When people see you thriving, unshaken by their schemes, it forces them to confront their own darkness. It may not happen immediately, but those who harmed you will be left to face the reality of their choices, often realizing too late that they were wrong about you. In this age of distractions and ego-driven battles, let your energy speak for itself. Stay grounded in your purpose, focus on your spiritual growth, and leave the rest to God. True justice doesn't require your intervention. It comes through the divine orchestration of the universe. By staying true to who you are and refusing to engage in the same negativity thrown at you, you break cycles of toxicity and rise as an example of divine wisdom and strength. The story of God's justice reminds us all that truth will endure, while lies will eventually collapse under their own weight. Let this be the message to everyone who is listening. Life will test you, and people will misunderstand you, but your response will determine your legacy. Instead of fighting the battles God has dealt you, channel your energy into growing, healing, and becoming the best version of yourself. Justice is already yours. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Hold your head high, walk your path boldly, and trust that God has seen it all. In the end, the very people who tried to tear you down will witness your rise, and they will have no choice but to admit that you were the truth all along. This is your spiritual awakening, a powerful reminder that you are chosen, you are protected, and your story is far from over. Comment below. I am chosen to attract good things to you. 2. Your trials are preparation. When you reflect on your journey, you'll see that every challenge, every setback, and every moment of doubt was not a punishment. It was preparation. As a chosen one, the path you walk is not easy, but it is purposeful. You were born to stand out, not to fit into environments that dim your light. Those who misunderstood you, rejected you, or even tried to break you were, in reality, catalysts for your transformation. While they saw you through their limited perspective, God and the universe knew the truth about who you are. Your strength was built in silence. Your wisdom was forged through pain, and your spiritual growth became unstoppable the moment you decided to let go of the toxicity that surrounded you. It's like shedding a weight you didn't realize you were carrying. People who underestimated you, who tried to project their insecurities onto you, were merely distractions on your divine path. Removing them from your life wasn't just about boundaries. It was about reclaiming your peace and giving yourself the space to evolve into who you were always meant to be. Think about this. Have you noticed how distance from negativity allowed clarity to flow into your mind? How letting go of relationships that drained you opened up room for authentic connections and deeper spiritual awareness? That's the power of transformation. Let me share a story that may resonate with you. There was a young woman who always felt out of place in her circle of friends. They would belittle her ideas, mock her dreams, and subtly make her question her worth. Over time, their words chipped away at her confidence, and she began shrinking herself to fit their mold. One day, after another round of hurtful remarks, she decided to distance herself. At first, it was lonely. Stepping away from people she once called friends wasn't easy. But in that solitude, something remarkable happened. She started reading, meditating, and connecting with her spirituality. She poured her energy into her growth, and slowly her light returned. Months later, those same people who doubted her were shocked to see how far she had come. She had launched a successful business. Her energy radiated confidence, and she spoke with a wisdom they could no longer ignore. Their words had been wrong about her the whole time. The truth was that her potential had always been there. It just needed space to breathe. Doesn't this sound familiar? In modern life, the ones who often face the most resistance are the ones destined for something greater. This is why it's crucial to remember that walking away from toxic environments isn't weakness, It's a form of spiritual strength. You cannot grow in spaces that do not honor you, and you cannot heal while surrounded by those who thrive on your wounds. By choosing yourself, you allow your spiritual energy to realign, attracting people and opportunities that resonate with your higher purpose. So ask yourself, are the relationships and environments in your life helping you grow, or are they holding you back? Be honest, because true transformation begins with self-awareness. The lesson here is simple but powerful. Your growth is your greatest revenge. You don't need to prove anyone wrong. You only need to prove to yourself that you are capable of becoming everything you were destined to be. Let the people who doubted you watch from the sidelines as you rise, because when you prioritize your spiritual growth, nothing and no one can stop you. In the end, the truth always reveals itself, and you, chosen one, were the truth the whole time. Hold your head high and trust the process, because you are evolving, rising, and walking in your purpose. And if you feel inspired by this message, type "I trust the process" as a way to affirm your strength, patience, and commitment to growth. Let's grow together. 3. Spiritual strength through faith. Chosen ones, you are walking proof of renewal and strength. And no matter what you've been through, you're standing here now because you refuse to break under the weight of trials that were meant to crush you. They were wrong about you every time they doubted you, underestimated your worth, or believed you couldn't rise above the struggles. They couldn't see the divine power and spiritual wisdom God has placed inside you. Your strength was never just your own. It came from your alignment with something much greater. As Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint." Your journey wasn't about proving anyone wrong. It was about proving to yourself that with God's purpose guiding you, no obstacle could hold you back. Every moment of silence you endured, every tear shed in the shadows, was shaping you into the version of yourself you see today, one who thrives, shines with unshakable confidence, and is fully aligned with divine calling. But let me ask you this: how did you find the courage to keep going when everything told you to stop? It's in those moments of stillness and surrender where the chosen ones find their strength through prayer, worship, and unwavering faith that God has a plan even when it doesn't make sense. Remember, every setback was a setup for your comeback. Every closed door, a lesson in redirection, and every betrayal, a chance to elevate beyond what you thought was possible. Now, as you thrive in this new chapter of your life, shining like a light in the darkness, know this: you didn't just survive, you transformed. So why did they misjudge you? Because your purpose is God-given, and not everyone is meant to see it. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And the chosen ones, no matter how fiercely tested, will always rise above what tries to dim their light. You were never meant to be like everyone else, and that's what sets you apart: your spiritual wisdom, your ability to heal and grow despite pain, and your refusal to let their opinions define your destiny. So now, ask yourself, who are you becoming as you step fully into God's plan for you? What blessings are waiting for you as you embrace your renewal with open arms? The truth is, chosen ones, your story is far from over. It's just beginning, and the world will finally see what God has seen in you all along. Never let anyone convince you otherwise, because you are the truth The whole time, your strength, your resilience, and your divine purpose were written long before anyone tried to doubt you. Keep walking, keep believing, and keep shining. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. 4. Your growth silences critics. In a world that constantly judges, doubts, and misunderstands the chosen ones, there comes a moment when truth rises above deception and actions silence the noise of slander. For years, you may have been misrepresented, misunderstood, and maligned by those who could not comprehend the depth of your spirit or the purpose of your journey. Yet, the spiritual awakening within you was never something to be explained or defended. It was always meant to be shown. Your transformation, born out of trials and refined by fire, becomes the loudest declaration of who you truly are. While others spread lies to discredit your character, your life, and your growth now stand as living proof of the truth. The slander that once echoed through the voices of naysayers begins to crumble under the undeniable weight of your authenticity. People who once judged you based on distorted narratives are now confronted with something they cannot ignore: your resilience, strength, and spiritual evolution. Modern life constantly pushes men to measure success through status, possessions, or external validation. But the chosen ones are set apart because their victories are internal first. They begin in the quiet strength of spirit and gradually radiate outward. You have overcome moments of darkness and ridicule, choosing growth instead of bitterness. And those very choices are why your transformation becomes a testament to the divine purpose within you. Actions, as they say, speak louder than words, and yours become a beacon of truth. The shift happens when observers who once doubted you are forced to look again. They see a man who has not been broken by the weight of lies, but has instead risen to new levels of strength and wisdom. In this journey, the awakening of your spiritual self becomes impossible to hide. Like a phoenix rising from ashes, your growth invalidates every falsehood, not through retaliation, but through undeniable evidence of your progress. Life today is filled with people forming opinions without understanding the full story, and negativity often amplified through social media or societal judgment. But as a chosen one, you must remember that your greatest defense is living in your truth. Let your actions reveal who you are without seeking permission or approval. There's power in silence, in choosing not to react to every attack, and instead channeling that energy into becoming a better version of yourself. You prove them wrong, not by fighting their words, but by being someone they can no longer dismiss. Your transformation not only liberates you from their lies, but also inspires those who watch from afar. How often do we see men give up under pressure or allow the opinions of others to define their path? You, however, are different. You are walking proof that spiritual awakening creates warriors out of the weary and light out of darkness. In every challenge, you chose purpose over pain, and in every setback, you discovered strength that no one can take away. So, let this be a message to those who are still doubting their worth or feel weighed down by the judgment of others. Your actions are building a legacy. When you embody authenticity and choose growth, people will see the truth in time because the truth always finds its way to the surface. Keep showing up as the man you were always destined to be, because in the end, it's not their words that define you. It's your spiritual journey, your awakening, and your unwavering commitment to rise above it all. The transformation you carry within is your vindication, your freedom, and ultimately, the proof that you were the truth the whole time. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 5. Envy and spiritual light. The root of envy often begins where spiritual growth and purpose take precedence over superficial pursuits, and this is especially true for the chosen ones. You are always the truth. Your energy, light, and focus on a higher purpose were evident from the start, even when others didn't see it. When you stepped into your spiritual journey, those around you felt something they couldn't quite put into words, an unease with your potential, and a deep awareness of the light you carried. Their negativity didn't come from you. It came from the gap between their own distractions and your unwavering connection to spirituality and faith. It's not that you ever sought to prove yourself or outshine anyone, but in a world driven by external validation, your quiet dedication to purpose stood out like a beacon. Think about modern life. Maybe at work, you showed up every day striving for progress while others focused on shortcuts, gossip, or impressing the boss for short-term gain. Or perhaps among friends, you prioritized growth and healing, where others chased fleeting pleasures or relationships that did more harm than good. Your consistency made others uncomfortable because it reminded them of the places they avoided, the dreams they ignored, and the spiritual depths they never explored. There's a story about a young entrepreneur named Maya who started a small wellness business rooted in mindfulness and spiritual growth. She wasn't flashy about her success. She simply believed in her purpose, waking up every day to help people find peace in their lives. As her business grew, whispers began. Some said she was just lucky. Others insisted she was faking her passion for profit. Maya's friends distanced themselves, claiming she had changed. But in truth, Maya had grown. She stayed centered and chose to respond with love, knowing their discomfort wasn't personal. It was their reflection of how far they'd strayed from their own paths. Like Maya, chosen ones often become mirrors, unintentionally revealing truths to others that they'd rather avoid. When you stay true to your calling, your energy challenges those around you to confront their own limitations, which can manifest as envy or judgment. Have you ever noticed how someone's negativity toward you had nothing to do with you, but everything to do with their inner battles? But here's the lesson. Don't dim your light because others are blinded by it. Your spiritual growth is a divine gift, and it's not your responsibility to carry the weight of someone else's discomfort. The world needs more people like you, people who are willing to walk the hard path, prioritize faith, and live with intention. Remember, those who were so wrong about you simply couldn't see beyond their own limitations, but that doesn't change the truth of who you are. Instead of shrinking, stand tall and continue radiating light. Ask yourself, are you holding back your potential to make others feel more comfortable? The journey of a chosen one isn't always easy, but the rewards are profound. By focusing on your purpose, embracing your spiritual path, and moving with faith, you not only honor yourself, but inspire others to rise as well. Let their envy be a signal of your growth, and their disbelief a reminder that you're walking a path many aren't brave enough to tread. Keep going, because your light, your truth, will always shine brighter than their doubt. Share your story. or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. 6. Forgiveness and boundaries. Chosen ones, let me tell you this. You were the truth the entire time, and those who doubted you, misunderstood you, or tried to bring you down now realize how gravely mistaken they were. Your energy, your light, and your unwavering spirit were never meant for everyone to understand, and that's okay. Not everyone has the capacity to see beyond the illusions and noise of this world. The truth is, when you're chosen, your very existence exposes people's insecurities, fears, and masks, and some simply can't handle it. They judged you through their limited understanding because they couldn't fathom the depth of your spiritual wisdom. But remember, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time, as Maya Angelou once said. They were wrong about you, and that's not your burden to carry. It's theirs to confront. Your journey is not about convincing others of your worth, but about staying true to yourself and your divine purpose. Forgiveness is often misunderstood, especially for chosen ones. You are not obligated to let toxic individuals back into your life, no matter how much they insist or how remorseful they claim to be. Forgiveness doesn't mean opening the door for them to hurt you again. It means releasing the weight of anger, resentment, and pain from your heart so you can move forward freely. When you forgive, you do it for your peace, not for their comfort. Think of it like this. You're choosing to lay down the heavy baggage that doesn't belong to you anymore. You're choosing to protect your energy, your joy, and the boundaries you've worked so hard to build. So, ask yourself this. What parts of your life are you still holding on to that no longer serve your growth? Are there people or experiences that you need to release in order to reclaim your full power? Your peace is sacred, chosen one, and it's worth protecting at all costs. Not everyone deserves access to your energy, especially those who proved they couldn't honor or respect it. When you grow spiritually, you become a mirror that reflects back to others who they truly are. And while this can inspire some, it threatens others. Those who wronged you might come back now because they see what they've lost, or because life has shown them the truth about you. But here's where your discernment matters most. Spiritual wisdom teaches us that we can love and forgive people without granting them re-entry into our lives. Boundaries are an act of self-respect, not selfishness. As Oprah Winfrey once said, true forgiveness is when you can say, "Thank you for that experience." You don't have to erase what happened. Instead, you can honor the lessons it taught you and let it fuel your evolution. Chosen ones, moving forward means stepping fully into your power and refusing to let the past define you. Those who misjudged you never had the authority to determine your worth in the first place. Your value has always been rooted in your connection to the divine, your resilience, and your purpose. What's important now is to ask yourself, what do you want to create with this newfound strength? How can you channel the energy you once spent on proving yourself into manifesting the life you deserve? This is your time to rise, to shine brighter than ever before, and to walk in your truth without apology. Let those who doubted you sit with their own revelations while you keep moving forward, unshaken, unstoppable, and unbothered. You were the truth all along, and now it's time for the world to see it too. Keep your faith, protect your peace, and trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be on this sacred journey of spiritual wisdom. Remember, your light is not for everyone, but it will always shine for those who are meant to see it. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 7. Divine elevation. In life, the chosen ones are often misunderstood, underestimated, and even ridiculed because their journey doesn't look like everyone else's. People judge the surface moments of struggle, isolation, or loss, assuming that these are signs of failure. But here's the truth. God has positioned you, elevated you, not to blend in, but to stand out as an example of grace and divine favor. When others doubted your ability to rise, God knew that every trial was preparing you for a spiritual awakening that would redefine who you are and show them that they were so wrong about you. The chosen ones walk a path that requires immense faith and perseverance because their lives are not driven by worldly validation, but by divine timing. You weren't overlooked. You were being refined. You weren't left behind. You were being prepared. Every setback, every misunderstanding, every moment of being counted out was necessary to position you in the exact place you are meant to be. This spiritual journey isn't about proving people wrong, but allowing the truth of who you are to reveal itself naturally. Much like a diamond buried under intense pressure or a seed planted deep in darkness, growth takes time and patience, but when it emerges, its brilliance can no longer be ignored. This is where divine elevation comes in. The moment God pulls you forward into a position where your light, wisdom, and resilience can no longer be hidden. Understand that your life is a living testimony to others of what happens when faith meets divine favor, when you stay connected to your spiritual truth, no matter how hard life tries to shake you. In today's world, where people crave quick results and instant recognition, your journey teaches patience, trust, and unwavering belief in something greater. Let this resonate deeply. God uses the chosen ones as examples to inspire those still lost in their struggles. You didn't go through those valleys for no reason. You are now proof that perseverance works, that grace sustains, and that divine favor elevates those who refuse to quit. The world may not understand you at first, but your life will speak volumes over time. So, to every man listening, especially those who feel unseen or underestimated, know that your season of divine elevation is coming, and it's going to shake the very people who counted you out. God didn't bring you this far to leave you. He's aligning everything for the moment when you will walk in your purpose and inspire others to rise too. Keep walking this spiritual path, because the spiritual awakening unfolding within you is the greatest victory of all. And when God decides to elevate you, no man, no opinion, and no circumstance can stand in the way. Stay the course, embrace the journey, and trust that you were never forgotten. God has been preparing you to be the truth they couldn't see all along. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 8. Overcoming mistreatment. For so long, you may have been overlooked, misunderstood, or even mistreated, yet you stood in your truth without compromising who you are. Those who judged you wrongly, whether out of ignorance, jealousy, or insecurity, are starting to realize the weight of their error, because your integrity and spiritual growth have become undeniable. You didn't need to prove yourself or seek validation because your progress has spoken louder than any words ever could. When people mistreat those who are spiritually gifted, it's often a reflection of their internal struggles rather than any fault of the chosen one. In the quiet strength of your journey, you've shown the resilience that can only come from divine favor. Perhaps you were excluded from circles, doubted by those closest to you, or underestimated in your abilities. But this mistreatment served a higher purpose. It pushed you closer to your spiritual awakening and your true calling. Let me share a story of Emma, a young entrepreneur who started with nothing but a vision and an unshakable belief in herself. At the beginning of her journey, friends turned into critics, and family members whispered doubts behind her back. "She's dreaming too big," they said. "She'll fail and come crawling back." But Emma, just like many chosen ones, didn't let their opinions derail her. Instead, she worked silently, staying true to her purpose and vision. Years later, as her business thrived and her impact grew, those same doubters began to see her success not as luck, but as the result of her unwavering faith, effort, and spiritual alignment. The same people who once mocked her came back, now full of admiration, saying, "We always knew you had it in you." This is the power of walking your path despite the noise. Your truth becomes undeniable, and your spiritual growth speaks for itself. When you walk in alignment with your higher self, the truth of your nature shines through everything you do, whether others acknowledge it immediately or not. This is why being mistreated or doubted isn't the end of your story. It's merely part of your spiritual refinement. Every hardship you face strengthens your spirit and sharpens your focus. The universe uses these challenges to show you who you are and to prepare you for the greatness ahead. Have you ever noticed that when people realize they were wrong about you, it's not just about what you accomplished. It's about how you carried yourself through the storms. You didn't let anger, bitterness, or revenge taint your spirit. Instead, you allowed your actions, growth, and transformation to do the talking. This is where true spiritual wisdom is born, when you understand that your value is not determined by external opinions, but by the divine purpose within you. So, what does this teach us? It teaches us that rejection often leads to redirection, and mistreatment is sometimes the push we need to grow into who we're meant to become. If you are on this path, remember this: never let someone's inability to see your worth make you question it. Your progress, your spiritual growth, and your energy will eventually speak for you, louder than any words ever could. Ask yourself this: are you allowing the actions of others to define your spirit, or are you choosing to rise above, letting your growth and integrity shine through? Because in the end, the lesson is simple but powerful. The truth of who you are will always outshine the lies others may tell. Hold your head high, choose one, and keep walking your path. Your journey is the testimony that will inspire others long after the mistreatment is forgotten. Share your story, or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. 9. Letting go of others' opinions. When you realize you are one of the chosen ones, it's like a weight begins to lift off your soul, a weight that you may have carried for far too long. Judgments, misunderstandings, and false narratives others placed upon you. For so long, people may have tried to define you, label you, or even diminish your light because they could not comprehend the truth of who you are. They were so wrong about you, yet their disbelief and negativity were never yours to carry in the first place. You see, the journey of the chosen ones is not an easy one because your energy, your truth, and your purpose are divine. And when you step into that realization, you understand that you are not here to seek validation from those who refuse to see the truth. As spiritual wisdom teaches us, let go and let God, because only He sees the entirety of your story and the purity of your intentions. Why should you carry the burden of proving yourself to those who are blind to your truth when God has already ordained your path? Walking in faith means trusting that everything you endured was part of a greater purpose, even the false judgments, betrayal, and misunderstandings. As Romans reminds us, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. Those who tried to break you or misjudge you didn't realize that they were unknowingly pushing you closer to your spiritual awakening and divine calling. Have you ever stopped to consider that the trials you faced were not a reflection of your weakness, but a testament to your strength? Every time someone doubted you, betrayed you, or tried to silence your truth, they were unknowingly refining your character and strengthening your faith. When you let go of needing others to understand you, you free yourself to fully embrace the divine purpose that God has set before you. You no longer carry the resentment or anger that keeps so many trapped in cycles of negativity because you know that judgment belongs to God, not you. By releasing those burdens, you allow God's light to shine through you even brighter. And that's when others begin to realize what they failed to see all along. You was the truth the whole time. So, why hold on to the opinions of those who never saw your worth when God has already chosen you? The chosen ones understand that their purpose is far too important to be distracted by noise and negativity. They rise above it because they are guided by spiritual wisdom, knowing that their peace comes from trusting God's plan. How often do we hold on to burdens that were never ours to carry? Think about it. What would happen if you truly let go, handed it all to God, and allowed Him to lead you? It is in surrender that your strength is revealed. The next time someone questions your truth or your worth, remember this: their opinions hold no power over a soul chosen and guided by God. Walk in your faith, trust in His timing, and know that those who are so wrong about you will one day see that God has been with you every step of the way. Your story is not over. In fact, it's only just beginning. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 10. Walking in your light. In a world where challenges often define the path we walk, chosen ones rise above the chaos, thriving with a light that cannot be dimmed. This is the season of your spiritual awakening, where you are no longer shackled by the negativity or judgment of those who failed to see your truth. The same people who underestimated you, who doubted your worth, and tried to cloud your vision are now watching in disbelief as you embrace the blessings and opportunities unfolding in your life. You are not defined by their opinions. You are defined by your purpose, by the spiritual power that flows within you. As chosen ones, you reflect God's work in every aspect of your journey, embodying resilience, grace, and strength. There's a glow about you that cannot be faked or forced because it is a reflection of divine favor. Your hardships were not in vain. They were the preparation for this season of abundance. Every tear, every betrayal, and every moment of feeling overlooked was paving the way for you to step into this truth. You have moved beyond the limitations others tried to impose because you have chosen to operate on a higher frequency, a spiritual level where negativity cannot survive. And this is where your power lies, in your ability to rise, to heal, and to embrace the purpose that God has set before you. Too often, we let the words and actions of others dim our light. It's easy to internalize their doubts, their criticisms, and their inability to understand the vision God planted within us. But the truth is, their disbelief was never about you. It was about them. People who haven't experienced their own spiritual awakening will always struggle to recognize someone who has. Your success, your growth, and your ability to shine remind them of what they're missing. But instead of shrinking to make others comfortable, you've chosen to embrace your purpose. This season is proof that God never abandons those who walk in faith. He takes what was meant for harm and uses it to lift you higher. You may have once felt lost, misunderstood, or even defeated, but those moments were part of your transformation. Like gold refined in fire, your challenges strengthened you, revealing the true essence of who you are, a chosen one. In modern life, this truth becomes even clearer. Many people live trapped in cycles of comparison, bitterness, and doubt because they have yet to tap into their own spiritual power. But you have broken free. By trusting God's timing, by believing in the unseen, and by staying rooted in faith, you have unlocked doors that others thought were closed to you forever. This is not just about success, it's about purpose. It's about living in a way that inspires others to awaken to their own truth. You are a living testament that light will always triumph over darkness, and those who doubted you were never meant to understand your journey. Their inability to see your worth does not make you less valuable. It only highlights the strength of your spirit and the depth of your calling. So as you continue to thrive, remember this: your light is not just for you. It is for others who are still searching for theirs. By embracing your blessings, you give others permission to believe in their own potential. Your life becomes an example of what happens when we let go of fear, trust in divine guidance, and rise above the noise. This is your spiritual awakening, and it is only the beginning. Keep shining, keep thriving, and never forget you were the truth the whole time, and they were so wrong about you. The world needs your light now more than ever, so walk boldly in it, knowing that God's favor and purpose will continue to guide you to. Throughout this video, we've explored the profound truth that as chosen ones, your authenticity and resilience have always been your greatest strengths, even when others doubted or misunderstood you. Let this reminder inspire you to stand firmly in your truth and embrace the spiritual wisdom that guides you toward personal growth and happiness. How has staying true to yourself impacted your journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message to help others uncover their light. Your support through prayers, sharing, or donations allows us to continue spreading hope and faith to those who need it most. Stay blessed and keep shining, chosen ones.